Hi friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Chandan and today we are going to learn how we can install MySQL 5.7 on Windows machine. Okay, currently my Windows machine is 10, okay, version 10, and here I am going to show you guys a step by step how we can install it, okay, MySQL 5.7 version. And guys, if you are coming first time on my channel, please like, share and subscribe my channel, okay. It's really helped me to understand, and also the things actually it's giving me motivation to create next video, okay. So please guys, like, share and subscribe my channel, okay. So let's start. So just open the Chrome browser and search MySQL, okay, and visit official site of MySQL, www.mysql.com, okay. So just click on there, okay. Now just go to download section, okay, and just scroll down guys, okay. So here other version is also like MySQL Enterprise Edition and Cluster Edition is there, so we are not going to touch anything here. Just below you can see MySQL community, okay, GPL download. So just click on here on this link, okay. It will redirect to this URL, okay, in download section. So here they have all the downloadable files URL, okay. So here for yum repository, apt, SUSE Linux repository is there, okay, shell is there, cluster is there, community server is there, all that things is present here, right. So we are going to download for Windows, so just click on MySQL installer for Windows, okay. Here you can see guys, here we can see that it's showing latest version of MySQL, that is 8.0.25, okay. So currently we are not going to download that one. For this also I will create a video, okay, how we can install latest version of MySQL, okay, that is 8.0.25, okay. We are going to install 5.7 point something, okay. So just click on archives. Here you can see all the version, whatever version you want, just select that. So we can go for 5.7 and 5.7.33 we can install, okay. This is last up to date in 5.7, okay. And here they are giving the platform, but here only it's giving Microsoft Windows because we already selected for Windows, okay. Now just download that file, executable file, okay, that installer, okay. Just click on download. Here they are showing two files, but difference is this is installer, normal installer, okay, means every packages, everything is going to download online, okay, and this is the package which includes all the required packages there, okay, already. So we have downloaded that, as you can see. Now click on it, okay, it's executing. So as you can see guys, here they are giving setup types, okay. So setup type for developer, default one is that one, okay. So what packages they are going to install in developer section, you can see. So they are going to install MySQL server, MySQL shell, MySQL router, okay. This is MySQL workbench, MySQL for Visual Studio, MySQL connector, all the packages required for developer they are going to install here, okay. If you want only server, you can select this one. This one is going to install only the MySQL server. If you want client only, you can install MySQL shell, means client means by which we are connecting to MySQL, okay. okay. And in full they are going to install, these are the packages, okay. And custom, if you want some library you want to escape or something like that, then you select custom and proceed. So here we are going with the default one, which one is developer. So in developer it will install our all the requirement, and also we will see how we can connect MySQL using Workbench, okay, MySQL Workbench. So we will see that one also. So let's proceed, okay. Click on next, okay. So check requirements, these are whatever the package it's showing here, okay, all are the requirement package, means prerequisite package, you have to install first it, okay. So just execute all this, okay. So it's going to, you can see it's going to install one by one, just install it, close it, okay. So again just agree and install it, close it. So all the required package installation done. Some package is not there, but yeah, proceed. It's showing manual. If required we will install manually this package, because it's not coming in default repository or default package, so that's why it's showing manual, okay. If you click here now, it will show Visual Studio version must be installed. So it's showing this one is not done, you have to install manually, this is manual requirement, okay. If we want, if fetching any error, then we will install it, otherwise it's not required, okay. Just click on next okay, and say that okay, continue. Now installation. So if you ready to install, in previous section it's downloaded all the things, now it's going to install all the things, okay. Execute it. So all the things is going to install one by one, okay. So MySQL server installation in progress, as you can see here, guys. This video is going to be a little bit more big, about 15 to 20 minutes, okay. But guys, what we can do, it's going all the things on live, right? So it will take some time. So guys, as we can see, it's taking too much time. So what we can do, I will escape this part, okay. So it will save our time, okay. So we will escape all that things. So guys, as we can see, all the installation status completed, as you can see, right? So all the required package installation done. Now we are going to proceed next. Just click on next, okay. Now it's saying ready to configure, okay. Click on next, okay. So here they have mentioned that port number 3306, that is default port number for MySQL, okay. We are not going to do anything here. If you want to configure some advanced things for login option, just click on checklist, check it out, okay. This one I am clicking here. Other things I am putting default one, okay. Just proceed next. Here you have to put the password, and the password should be, see, this password is going for the root, okay. So you have to put some difficult password, okay. So that is, it's a medium because I'm just testing, but if you are going in production, just make little bit difficult password, okay. If you want to add a user, just add a user, click on add. Okay, and a username anything you can give. Just I'm giving my admin. Okay, and here they are giving host. So host, either you are going to connect this MySQL server on localhost, means inside the server only, or from outside. Okay, so if you select all host, then you can connect this MySQL server from outside also. But if you choose only local, then localhost, then you have to connect your server using your local environment only. Okay, so that is the things is here. Here is the roles, what role you are going to assign to this user. Okay, so either you are going to assign this user backup admin, DB admin, as a manager, monitor admin, whatever the role you are going to assign, what task they can do, that's it. So currently I'm going to assign it as a DB admin. Okay, now you have to pass the password. So what password you want to give? Okay, just re-enter it. Okay, just click OK. Now proceed next. Okay, here is the things. A start MySQL server at a system startup, means on boot. Either you want to enable this MySQL service on boot, then you have to check out it. Okay, and other things I'm just putting default one as standard system account. Okay, just proceed next. Okay, so they are asking error log name. Anything you want to give, just write down MySQL error. Okay, and similarly you just for slow query also, and path this. Okay, this one also you can put MySQL log. Okay, and also you can choose where you want to store this log. So I am putting default, but you can select some other path where you want to store the MySQL log. Okay, but just I am going with the default one. Okay, and here also they are giving binary log. If you want, then you can enable it. Okay, but I am going by this setting. Okay, so whatever setting present you can see here, using that I am going to proceed. Okay, now this is advanced option. This option we are using when we are configuring the replication of MySQL. Okay, so currently we are not using, but yes, put it one and proceed, and put all the things default one. Okay, now just execute all these things. So all done, as we can see. Just click on finish. Product configuration, now it's going in section where which name is product configuration. Okay, so let's go next. Click on next. This one is also useful things for only the replication purpose. Currently I'm going to put it default. I'm not going to touch anything here. Okay, just click on finish. Okay, now again just click on next. Okay, this option is going to test the connectivity. Okay, so here you can see the server status is showing running. We have to check, we have to pass here password and check the connection, either it's connecting or not. So just click on check. So connection succeeded, as we can see. So everything is working fine. Just click on next. Okay, and now execute it. It's going to test, it's going to run it a script which will test all the things. Okay, sample example 5.7.33 was successful. So everything is fine now, just we have to finish it. Okay, now just click on next, copy log to clip, nothing need to do anything, just click finish. So it's going to start MySQL shell, it's going to start MySQL Workbench, as we can see here. Okay, so it's already installed during our these things. So then it's already created one environment. You have to pass the password for that. Okay, just click OK. Okay, it's connected. If you want to connect database separately, you just click on it. Okay, select all the things where you want to connect, give the IP address of the server. Okay, if you are connecting from outside, you have to put out the public IP of this server. Okay, if you are connecting locally, then you have to put local IP of the server. Okay, so suppose open cmd ifconfig ipconfig. Okay, this is the command by which we can check out the IP address of the server. This is also called private IP only, but so suppose if I want to give, then I can give here, not a problem. Okay, just pass the password. So it's not connecting because so many other things is there, that's why guys. But this is the way by which you can configure, install the MySQL Workbench, MySQL Shell and MySQL Server on Windows 10. Okay, why it's not connected? Because of firewall. Okay, so if you hosted your MySQL in some other server, okay, you have to allow on firewall. Okay, with the port number of 3306. That one I didn't allow, so that's why it's not connected. Okay, so this is the way, guys, to connect the MySQL. What we have learned here, first we have learned how we can install, okay, MySQL 5.7. then we have installed MySQL Shell, okay, and Shell and MySQL Workbench also, and we have seen how we can connect. Okay, and so let's go to home. If you want to edit it, and so it's connecting, just click on home. Okay, if you want edit it, this connection, because it's going to local host only, so you can edit it if you want. This is additional things, guys. You can test the connection, whatever things you want you can do. If you want to execute query, you just put here databases. Okay, execute it. It's going to show all the default databases name here. So guys, that's all in this video, and please like, share and subscribe my channel. Okay, I will create similar video in future also, so please like, share and subscribe. And remember, whenever you are going to configure MySQL on cloud based environment, then you have to allow one firewall. Okay, so that's why actually previously I didn't able to connect that MySQL because of firewall only, so I didn't allow that. So but if you are going in production environment, you have to allow. Okay, so that's all guys in this video. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.